Hello and welcome back to my craft room. I'm very happy to be back in my craft room. I literally got in an hour ago, back from our adventures in Sussex for the Bazaar event, where I met up with some of my amazing arty-farty friends. So Marion and Kaz, Granny Sue and Jess, hi Jess, and Lucy. Lots of other people came and joined us at the Bazaar event and did some stitching on our wonderful Bonkers Quilt. It is filling up quickly now. There's not a lot of space left there. If you are still wanting to send in a piece, I would say make it quite small. Little circular or triangular pieces would actually be really useful for filling small spaces if you'd still like to send something in. Don't worry if you've already sent a bigger piece. I've got a plan. I have a cunning plan. If I run out of space on the quilt, I have a cunning plan. By the time this video goes out, I probably will have already shared some pictures and footage of the Bazaar event and how the quilt is looking at the moment. I've still got some Happy Mail videos to catch up on from before I went away, but this little pile, hang on, this little pile of parcels was waiting for me when I got in. So it's actually our anniversary today, so I want to go and make a nice dinner and stuff, and obviously spend some time with John since I've been away, but I thought I'd better just come up and quickly open these so that I can let people know they've arrived safely, because I can see that at least a couple of them, 3 of them I think, have come from the States. So let's have a look at these. This is from the US. It's from Dorothy. Dorothy did say she was going to send something. God, it seems a lifetime ago since I was. I haven't been able to look at my emails or anything the whole time I've been away, or keep up with what's happening in the Facebook group or anything. I scheduled a couple of Happy Mail videos to go out whilst I was away, trying to catch up a bit. But that's it. I haven't done anything else. So now I can't remember what Dorothy said. Hang on, I'm gonna have to open my emails and just have a look first, I think. Okay, just refresh myself. So she's Dot, not so. Well, she's Dorothy, but she's signed herself Dot. So hello, Dot. And this is a piece of the quilt. And she was saying she knew it wouldn't arrive because of postal services so awful. She knew it wouldn't arrive in time for before I went away. But actually, I don't know which day this actually arrived. Looks like she's posted it on the 8th of August. Even if it arrived, even if it was only yesterday, that's only taken like 10 days. That's pretty good, all the way from the States, isn't it? Anyway, so now we can go to the desk and have a look. You will also possibly by now have seen Lucy's excellent impression of me opening Happy Mail. It's hilarious. If I have already put it out by the time this video goes out, I'll try and remember to link it, but you'll find it. It will be in the video that I did when I got back from Bazaar. I think that's where I'll put it. Hilarious. Everybody's falling about laughing. I feel a bit self-conscious now. This is the first one I've done since I got back. Okay, let's have a look. Let's go to the desk. Okay, this looks, I think this is just padding, but let's just double check. Wouldn't want to throw away something thinking it was just padding. Oh, hang on. No, there's something in there. Oh, look at these. How cute. Oh, aren't those adorable? And you could stitch them, they'll look lovely all threaded together, like a long kind of tube of them, but they'd look lovely stitched on individually onto. Oh, I'll put them with the quilt supplies. Should I look at the card first? Sometimes it spoils the surprise. No, I feel like I want to look at the card first. Oh, it's a stunning image, isn't it? Look at that. Look at those colours. I love that. Cool, it's very striking, isn't it? Let's have a look. Dot in Ohio. Dear Annie, thank you so much for this community of artists you've gathered around you. Oh, that's a nice way to put it. The creative experiment has circled the globe with sharing and caring souls. Oh, what lovely words. I know these blocks won't get to you before the bazaar, but perhaps there will be some room for a few of them in the Bonkers Quilt. Definitely. I started off as a bead artist. I laughed because initially I thought she said bad artist. I started off as a bad artist. No, I started off as a bead artist, but have tried my hand at many crafts. Yes, I feel you there. Dot, I'm exactly the same. Not that I've ever been what you would call a bead artist, but I have tried many crafts and techniques. Always ready for a few new ones all the time. I also have taught and will be doing this again next month. Oh, that's exciting. Included are a few, I can't read your writing, Dot, a few circus something. It's not circus fleas, no, it's circus. They are quite agreeable creatures and should give you no trouble. Maybe it does say circus fleas, because they did used to have flea circuses, didn't they? I'm so excited to get inside here now. Oh my word, I think they are circus fleas. Oh, Dot, I love them all. Oh, they are gorgeous. Absolutely adorable. Look at them. Oh, look at their little wings, their little sparkly butts. Little cute hats. These are like felted pieces. I think probably if I really I've never seen anything like this. Look at this one's wings. I've never seen anything like this. I absolutely love them. Those are adorable, weird in the best possible way. Look at this one. Oh, yum. This little hat like a toffee, this one. Look at his sparkly green butt and the wings and the goldy bits and the teeny weeny buttons. It's very nonchalant looking. This one's got his hands in his pockets, I reckon. Those are all just, I find those so appealing. I've never seen anything like them. And I'm swinging between one and the other to try and choose a favourite. Now, this has got colours that are, these are my colours, very much. And it's such an adorable little face. But this one, there's something really calling to me about this one. I think it's my clown coming out. And look at a little Monsieur Nonchalant here. I love them. I've seriously never seen anything like this before, Dot. They're adorable. I started off as a bead artist, but have tried my hand at many crafts and techniques. Always willing for a few new ones all the time. Maybe it's looking, yeah. Basically, always happy to try something new, I think, is the gist of it. Totally relate to that. I've also taught and will be doing this again next month. So what will you be teaching, Dot? Teaching the beading? Included are a few. I think it must be circus fleas. Now I've seen them, I can see how, yeah. They are quite agreeable creatures and should give you no trouble. I love that. And these beads are the ones which are stitched down the front of this little guy. Look at his adorable face. Oh, little toffee button. I always think of them as they look like toffees. Little toffee button hat. Gorgeous little creatures. Okay, so now these are quilt pieces. feel really conscious of all my noises and stuff now, having watched Lucy do the imitation of me. Oh no, is that what I really do? I can't help it, I can only do what I do. Oh, beautiful. Let's get them all out. See, that's quite a dinky little one. Easy find space for that dot. Beautiful, lots of lovely colours, lots of texture, lots of different patterns. That'd be really nice, fun little piece on our quilt. And this one's like a mini patchwork, like a little little grid of squares, and then all this then a hexagon in the middle with all this lovely stitching around it, like a little focal point. That is gorgeous. It's really gorgeous. I will do my best to find space for all of these. What don't end up on the quilt, I'm gonna use them as the kind of wrap to go around the keepsake book. I will probably end up doing to go with the quilt. That's my favourite plan for the spares at the moment. They won't really be spare. That's gorgeous. Lovely mixture of colours and patterns, and that beautiful textural stitching in the centre. Beautiful. Yeah, gorgeous, gorgeous. Oh, look at this one. Oh, look at that. Oh, love texture. Let's have a look at the back side. So this one, now I forgot what you call this, but it's got these someone, I know people will be shouting the name of this at the screen probably. Can you see underneath? Is the camera showing it well enough? Where you cut it and fold it back so you get this kind of aperture with the folded edges. So she's done that. She's done 4 of them, put them together to make that shape, and then she's stitched over the top as well and done this button in the centre. That's going to be a really interesting little something really different in the quilt. There's such variety. I think it's one of the things that strikes you first about the quilt. The first thing you see is the I think it's the colours, and then you see how much variety in colours, patterns, techniques, style. Oh, look at this one. Oh, be smart. Oh, lovely. And look at this with all the extra stitching around the edge. I love this bit. This looks like machine embroidery in the middle, and then it's all stitched around. There's this lovely little hexagon added there, which of course fits with the beehive thing. That pop of purple against the yellow is always beautiful, and then all this lovely stitching around here to make that lovely radiating design to frame the bee. And the whole thing is done on this kind of vintagey, looks like a vintage kind of linen looking. I probably, to fit this on now, I would need to just take it in a bit, but if I make it that big, I think I can fit it on. Yeah, which is a bit of a shame in a way, because it'd also be quite fun to, when we put it on the quilt, stitch into these designs to help to blend it into the whole thing, blend it into the background. But we still can do that, just we'll have to lose a little bit of it at the size. That's beautiful. I love all of them. I would do my very best to fit them all on dot, and what don't fit on will go on the keepsake book cover, because any of these would look lovely for that as well. So yeah, and these little guys, well, I just love them. It's not often you come across something that you've just never seen anything like it before, and it's also as adorable as these. Okay, let's put them there and let's go on to another parcel, because I've already been going on too long. So this one is also from the States. The amazing AF Annie. Okay, well, there's only one way to find out. Let's get in there. Is there a note? Is there a note? Who is this from? Who is this from? Good shit lip lotion. Oh, there's no note. Now who was it? Somebody said they weren't going to put a letter in. 1 minute. I'm going to have to go back to my emails again. So this, I know, there's a bit of a story behind this one. This is from Suzanne, who in her emails was calling herself Old Susanna from Alabama. And she got in such a palaver when she got to the post office. Ended up with stuff all over the post office counter, repacking everything. Somehow managed to get home with her quilt piece that she'd made still with her, and but some things had made it into the post, so that must be these. And she was saying things that she hoped I could use in my seascape, and also a couple of funnies. So I love it. So there's a kazoo. I'll tell you what, this looks like a really good kazoo as well. I will challenge myself to do a rendition of something or other with this during the next live stream. There's a promise. It's the humdinger. And good shit lip lotion. Oh, and this comes from so she comes from Florence in Alabama, and that's where this is made. How interesting. We'll look forward to trying that. Handmade, but for Weatherford Creek Sundries. Ooh, how lovely. Thank you, Suzanne. So there's some beautiful things here. Lovely fat quarter of animal print, which, yeah, I always love having this. It's quite nice. It's quite a small one as well, actually. So that might even be useful in some of my little creatures and things, little dolls and things like that. But yeah, I always love a pop of two things that I think can make kind of an unexpected kind of pop in slow stitching pieces. One is like text, when you get printed text fabric, and another is animal prints. I just always think they make a nice splash on a slow stitch piece. So that is lovely, thank you. Beautiful piece of silk ribbon. There's 2 long pieces of silk ribbon here. Oh, they're gorgeous, lovely. And look at this. These will definitely go in my seascape. Perfect. Love these. This must be this is this dryer sheet that people talk about, that they use for all kinds of things, but I don't ever have it to play with because I don't have a dryer. So that would be useful to play with. Oh, here's some interesting bits for my seascape too. Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I'll definitely use those. Lovely. This will be nice in my seascape too, won't it? All the white colours. I can use that for some vegetation under the water. That would be beautiful. And maybe actually some put it into some of the fishes as well. Did you do this, Suzanne? Or is this a vintage one that you've got? What a pretty colour. I don't know how well. The camera's not doing too bad of a job on it. It's a slightly slightly more vibrant green than it looks there. It's kind of, I would call it a minty green. Yeah, very pretty little crocheted doilies all stitched together. Lovely. They'll be really nice to use in the slow stitching. Lovely piece of soft velvet. Gorgeous. Feels amazing. I keep finding myself just recently saying I wish I had feely vision. This is another occasion. Beautiful. Oh, lovely little piece of this looks vintage as well. Delicate little edging piece here. Isn't that lovely? Oh, really nice things. These kind of things might end up going into my vintage stationery. They would fit right in there. Beautiful. And this, so pretty. Oh, I'm getting distracted by this. See, what I'm thinking Suzanne. I know you said you managed to take your piece of the quilt home. I'm just wondering if I could put a little piece of that. There wouldn't be, I don't know if there'd be room for all of it, but whether I could put some of this on the quilt maybe. If I could, I'd have to cut it apart though, and it would seem a bit sacrilege to do that. Maybe it'd be better to, again, it could end up in my vintage dictionary as an example of English paper piecing. So these ones have still got their little templates in. Lovely, very pretty colour combo. Yeah. Let me know what you think, Suzanne. If you don't mind it being cut up, you see, I could cut it along there, and you know, so it would make a kind of a triangular shape, and incorporate that into the quilt if you'd like to. You know, that way you'd still be making your mark on the quilt, wouldn't you? These are pretty. Ooh. So that's when you get fabrics from other countries, you get fabrics that you haven't seen. Love these. What gorgeous colours. They could definitely end up in my seascape as well. Ah, oh, that is lovely. This is a pocket with something in it. Oh, look. Wow. I love the idea of that being in like an overalls pocket. Beautiful. Oh, look at these. Look at this little sweet pieces. That's 3 pieces there. So delicate. Look at that. I think those are hand done. Yeah, I think they're vintage hand done pieces. Really, really fine work. Let's clip them back together. And look at these little roses made up of twisted cotton and Suffolk puffs. Now, again, Suzanne, so that you have made your mark on the quilt, there's absolutely no reason why I couldn't use these to fill some of the little tiny gaps that need filling in the quilt. They look lovely scattered about our quilt. So if you like, that's what I could do, just so that we've got a bit of Suzanne, a bit of Alabama on the quilt. I'll put them for safekeeping back in the no I won't, because I want my thumbnail. What a lovely, really interesting mixture of things. Sorry about all those noises out there. It's not me. Look at these lovely, what a lovely combination of colours. Look at that. Neato. I could kazoo Jola taxi. Time to try this. Okay, I've still got one more to open. This one is from Viviana, who is my current muse for my latest new project, the seascapes that we've been doing, the underwater world. And I've already had Viviana's piece for the quilt, so I don't. She hasn't said she's sending anything else, so I don't actually know what this is. Oh, look, her cards are so beautiful. You can tell she's an artist. Look, can't you? Oh, look at that. It's got these kind of glossy accents on the cards, on the flowers. Beautiful. That's Viviana's signature, so I know she's made that herself. Let's see what she says. Oh, look at this stuff. Oh, how pretty is that? Okay, what she say? This is the material I use to make the seaweed. Lovely but difficult to work with because it frays so much. I wonder if I've got something similar or similar enough. Yes, I remember seeing that now. I did comment on it in one of the videos where I was showing her work. It looks lovely against whatever colours whatever colours you put it against. Look how beautiful it is. Okay, so dear Annie, I'm honoured to be your current muse. That's funny because I just used the words current muse and she's just said exactly the same thing. How funny. Here are a few goodies to add to your collection. You may keep or pass on as you see fit, but there's at least one item enclosed that I would really like you to have. You'll know when you see it. Also, there's enough cording there for you to make a basket. She makes these beautiful, I did show in the first video, she makes these beautiful baskets with cording, with torn fabric wrapped around cording, and I really want to do one. I started one for you, and a plastic needle is in there as well. Fab. Okay, so this is completely unexpected. I have just no idea what I'm going to find in there, although obviously now I know part of it at least is going to be the beginnings of one of those beautiful baskets. Oh, I hope it's this that you want me to keep. Viviana is gorgeous. It's one of her charms. Oh my word, look at it. I've seen them in pictures. But as always, when you've actually got them in front of you, in your hand, that is so beautiful. So beautiful. And it's going to be so lovely to have by me while I'm working, like my seahorse. When I come to do my seahorse next, I'll now have one of Viviana's seahorses actually by me. I have been looking at the photos as I've gone through, as I'm working on it anyway. I love this, how this looks like a little line of bubbles going up through the water with all these beautiful beads. God, that is so gorgeous. Look at the tassel. I just, The camera is flattening out the green a bit, dulling it down. It's much more vibrant than it looks there. I don't know why, because it has been doing pretty well, the camera. But for some reason, just had a restart and updates, and I wonder if some settings have changed or something. It's a deeper, more emerald green than it looks there, and the pop of the orange against that is just stunning. Look at this. Oh, my goose pimples are going nuts again. All going all down my back. Words. Even just looking at all the different fibres and ribbons and things in these tassels. Literally mouth-watering. It is utterly beautiful, Viviana. Look at this. And I'll be able to have a close-up look at how she's done this seahorse when I'm doing mine, which is a huge help as well. Absolutely stunning work, stunning piece of work. I love these spirals of the different colours going through. It's just like, I don't know if that's back stitch or maybe it's stem stitch actually, because that's always quite nice to follow curves. A little bit of twinkle here in this chain stitching, and these lovely, I don't know where she gets these little beads that are more like buttons because they've got the two halves. I think I've commented on them before. Such a lovely touch, that. I feel so lucky to see that in person. And I think you can see the details fairly well. As I say, the colours are just that touch more vivid and vibrant than they look on camera. Oops, I'm stuck on there. Oh no, it's stuck. Oh no. Oh, look at these. Oh, aren't they beautiful? I can get that off. I will very carefully soak that off in a minute. I suspect it's because the varnish just had a slight tackiness to it still. How beautiful are they? Hand marbleized. What lovely packaging as well. Aren't they beautiful? She's been showing some of these on our Facebook group. If you haven't joined the Facebook group, there'll be a link in the description box. She's been showing some of them on there. Absolutely gorgeous. Oh no, that's okay. Just be gentle. There we go. Sweetest little things. They're fab. What a great way to just make ordinary buttons look really, really special. You know, so if you're crocheting or knitting yourself something special, or making with fabric, whatever, how lovely to have a totally unique set of buttons. They are so pretty, and I love the presentation. This printed floral background, which obviously is going to be Viviana's paintings by the look of it, because that looks like Viviana's stuff. So gorgeous. They are lovely. What a talented bunch of people we have in our community, don't we? So this is the basket. Now, is that just to protect the basket, or is that something to do with the making? Maybe mould the basket around it. Maybe it helps to have that to mould the basket. I don't know. Oh, look, that's what she's done with the buttons. Oh, so this is the cord. And actually, it'll be really, really useful to actually have now, because I actually went to buy some of the cord. I went to a hardware shop in our nearest town, and there were so many different types of this cord. And none of them were like cheap enough to think, oh, I don't care, it's only a couple of quid, I'll risk it. So I thought, I don't want to buy them without knowing I'm buying the right thing. So now I will know exactly what I'm looking for. Look, and she's actually started it off on me. She's done the hardest part, so I can just keep going. And I've got lots of scraps I can do that with. Oh, wonderful. Because she does baskets like this, and the big kind of like a big shoulder bag kind of thing that she hangs the charms from. Fabulous what she does, so inspiring. So I can carry on getting the hang of it using this one that she started off for me, and then I'll have a go by myself. What a lovely way to use some of those beautiful buttons too. I love this mix of colours. Is just right up my alley. And then the buttons, look. I mean, any kinds of buttons would look really cute on there, wouldn't they? But these beautiful marbleized ones that she's been doing, where she's just taken ordinary buttons and just made them extraordinary. And I love the little collection of scraps underneath some of the buttons too. That is gorgeous. It's really solid, sturdy, rigid kind of basket. Beautiful storage. Look at this. God. I'm setting up for a thumbnail now, so I can't get all of this beauty in one thumbnail. I simply can't. I'm going to do my best. I was saying to the girls while we were away at the Bazaar event, I just feel so ridiculously lucky and undeserving of all the things that get sent my way. I know with the Bonkers Quilt pieces, they're not for me as such, but I do get the fun of opening them and stitching them on and everything. I'm just trying to make I'm trying to put this into kind of colours now, at least to some extent. I can't. There's no way I can do justice to this lot in one thumbnail. I just simply can't. I know I've used the expression a lot lately, but it's like I've had 1,000 birthdays. That isn't going to show everything off. It's impossible to show everything off in one thumbnail. But Dot, thank you for the beautiful Bonkers Quilt pieces. I'm going to take them downstairs as soon as I finish filming this, and find space for at least 2 or 3 of them on the quilt, and so that you get to make your mark on there. And Suzanne, we've got to have a bit of Alabama on the quilt too, so definitely I will use these gorgeous Suffolk puffs you've sent to fill some of those little nooks and crannies that need filling. And also let me know what you think. Don't know if I can bring myself to do it, but how would you feel about me just separating off a section of this, even if I can't? It may be that I can fit the whole piece on, but I'm doubtful now. We are running out of the larger spaces. I'm speechless. These little guys, I love that. They blow me away, these little guys. Has anybody else ever seen these before? Is it just me? Is it maybe it's an American thing, maybe it's just a Dot thing, but they're fab. So thank you for those as well. And the cute little beads, that I'll definitely use them in my own work and on the quilt. Suzanne, thank you for the little cute extras. I will challenge myself to do a kazoo recital on the next live. You may not thank me for it. Thank you for the lovely animal print and these beautiful vintage pieces, these lovely fabrics, these laces, the velvet, absolutely gorgeous. Can't wait to try this. Love the seascape pieces too, and love this idea of having a pocket. Do you know what has just occurred to me as well that I could use on the quilt? Is this pocket, what about the possibility of this pocket becoming perhaps part of the keepsake book, if that's the way I go, or it being stitched onto the back of the finished quilt with the folded embroidered fabric with everybody's names on, something like that. I think that could be a fun idea. One way or another, Suzanne, you will be making your mark on this quilt, even though you managed to take your actual Bonkers Quilt piece home. And Viviana, wow, what can I say? You're going to have to tell me which thing it was you wanted me to keep, because I just love everything. Really hoping the item that you want me to keep, if it's not too greedy, I would so treasure it. I would so treasure it. I think what would be lovely is if I, as part of the Viviana project, if I have a go at making a basket inspired by this, and we could do the basket as a really would make a lovely giveaway, wouldn't it? This is so beautiful, so beautifully presented as well. I love that presentation. Okay, so I've messed up my thumbnail again. I don't think there can be anyone in the world who gets more exciting happy mail than me, and I feel quite choked up right at the moment. Probably tired from all my travelling. It's making me a bit emotionally incontinent again, but wow, I've been banging on for nearly an hour. I'm going to have to cut that right down, and I need to go and start making something nice for dinner since it is our anniversary. I think John got a special bottle of wine as well, so lovely. So thank you very much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. Thank you so much again to Dot and old Susanna and Viviana. I better message them all and let them know everything arrived safely. I've had a lovely few days away. I've come back and found a pile of goodies. I've got some amazing projects in the pipeline already started to crack on with. There's so much to look forward to. What a lovely homecoming. Okay, thanks so much for joining me, and I will see you again really soon. Bye. I might be more back to normal next time.